Hello, my name is John Binen. I'm in the English department and I'm going to tell you about a course I'm teaching in fall 2014 that is part of the Fresno State DISCOVERe Tablet Initiative. English 31, Readings in British Literature is a sophomore level course for new English majors that introduces students to examples of British literature from different eras and that represent a wide array of genres and styles. Because this is an introductory course, one of the biggest challenges is helping students gain the skills to read, appreciate, and understand literature from places and times very different from their own. Unfamiliar literary forms, archaic language, historical references, and literary allusions all pose a problem to readers who are new to these works. Therefore, my goals are to find versions of classic literary texts that students can easily access and read on their tablets, but more importantly, to find tools and applications that help students make sense of these texts. I will be using free and accessible editions of works such as this new edition of the classic epic Beowulf, which was produced by undergraduates at Grinnell College for other undergraduates. Students will use the cross-platform app Adobe Reader both to read the text, which is only available as a digital edition, and to use tools that allow them to highlight, underline, draw on, and otherwise annotate the text just as they would a print edition or anthology. Adobe Reader will help ease students into the practices of reading and annotating on a tablet in ways that mirror how they are used to reading print and commenting on print pages. A website I've discovered and that I'm excited to share with my students is Genius. The Genius website subtitle is Annotate the World, and much like Wikipedia, Genius aspires to be an open and collaborative effort that allows users from around the world to post texts and annotate them with commentary, photographs, links to other websites, and even embedded video. My class will begin using Genius when we start reading the Canterbury Tales, which students often find challenging because it was written in a much earlier version of English and includes social, cultural, and historical references with which they aren't immediately familiar. The public edition of the Canterbury Tales on Genius that has already been posted and annotated will provide students with helpful and fun explanatory notes to aid them as they negotiate this text. Genius has also created an education program that allows instructors to create documents for members of their course to annotate, so I'll be interested in exploring this feature of the website in the future. Finally, I will also be taking advantage of Annotation Studio, a new tool developed by HyperStudio at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Annotation Studio is a suite of collaborative web-based annotation tools. Annotation Studio is designed specifically for educational settings in which collaborative annotating and editing is a pedagogical goal. Although it is in its early stages of development, Annotation Studio already includes some powerful features that allow students to highlight, annotate, and hyperlink digital texts. Documents can be designed for class-wide use or for smaller groups within a class so that teams of students can be responsible for specific kinds of annotations. This allows students to become the editors of a longer text, like Jane Austen's novel, Pride and Prejudice. I plan to have students work in small groups to create certain kinds of explanatory notes, like, for example, those related to courtship conventions, conduct manuals, and fashion during the time of Jane Austen. Collectively, these tools should help my English 31 students become active, collaborative readers who fully engage with literature through the apps and online tools they can access with their tablets. My hope is that my students become better readers and become better equipped to understand and engage with literature using 21st century digital literacy tools and practices. Check back with me at the end of fall semester 2014 and I'll tell you how it went. Thanks for listening.